Hello viewers, a very warm welcome to all of you. Welcome to this very special conversation. Without much delay, I would like to introduce my guest today. Let me welcome RJ Aaliya from Big FM. Aaliya, thank you so much for joining me today. So Aaliya, how have you been? I mean, it's really nice to be talking to you one more time. Last time our conversation, I really enjoyed it a lot.
Thank you.
So how have you been?
I'm great, experiencing different things in my life, in my professional life, in my personal life, because my son is also growing.
Yes.
So being a mother to a toddler, like 6
Yeah.
years old, is very different. It's full of questions. You have to be ready because they are more evolved than us. Their questions
True.
are quite, matured
Yes.
to their age. So yeah, I'm just experiencing my phase. of
Yeah, and
life.
at times their questions must be very intellectual also.
Yes, big time. So it's very difficult for us to, difficult for ourselves, me and my husband, how we will make him understand what he's actually asking. So we have to understand his point of view, and also we have
Yes.
to tell them, we have to explain many things to him. Yeah, so it's a little difficult, but we are
Yeah,
enjoying.
you're having fun.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll talk more about how your family life has been and how you spend your time with your son and your family. But before that, let's talk about your profession.
Yeah.
So, how did it all start? I believe you wanted to become a biotechnologist.
Yes, I wanted to become a biotechnologist, but at that point of time, Guwahati don't have
Yeah.
graduation programs. We have only master degree. So that's why I shifted myself completely, because those 2 years were very difficult, but a very learning phase for myself, because I enrolled in economics, which I'm not able to complete.
Okay.
And then I went to NETV, where I was an anchor.
Yes.
And after that, one of my friends told me, why don't you take admission in Sikkim Manipal?
All right.
Complete your complete your graduation in journalism. I said, okay,
Right.
that's a good thing.
Okay.
So I enrolled there. I completed my graduation, and then simultaneously I worked with NETV. And at that point of time, when Radio Lala was functioning, I was RJ there.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why I have started, and then I completed my masters, and how this all had started.
That is how, yes.
But
And
still today also I have this thing inside me. If I get a chance to do my graduation in biotechnology, I will definitely going to do it. But the issue is that I don't have time.
Yes.
That's the biggest constraint there. But
Yeah.
I'm planning to do my PhD. So let's see.
So why this love for biotechnology?
First, initially when I was in class 12, it is a very new subject.
Yes.
And it's very interesting, you can do many things from there, where you can work on medicines, you can work
yeah.
on different things,
Right.
crops and everything.
Yes,
And
yes.
I have something inside me where I love to do research.
Okay.
I'm in a completely different genre of my work, and I don't know how I'm continuing this for the last 15 years. But me being as a person, love to do research, love to do studies.
Right.
I will not say I'm very good in my studies, but yeah, I love to do research. I can work on it. Okay, isko aise karne se aisa hoga. That was my dream. Biotechnology was something where I can work on crops, I can work on medicines, I can do different things, because my biotechnology teacher, she told me, if you work seriously in this subject, you can invent new things also.
Okay.
You can work on new things also.
Right,
I was like,
it is, yeah.
I will work on a medicines where people will not die.
Yeah.
So these kind of things inside me. So I always have this love for this subject, and I somehow, I don't know why, biology and biotechnology is something related to nature.
Yes.
Plants, animals and all that. So I always have this affinity towards it.
Lovely. So tell us a little bit about your journey so far as an RJ.
It's amazing. It's very much learning. I have learned many things. What I have learned is that if you give love, you will get love. And then love from people, respect when you work. That kind of a respect. I have learned many things. I have learned different languages. I have learned how
Yes.
to communicate in a better way, how to understand a person. So it's not difficult for me to communicate with
Yeah.
other people. Even I'm using it in my personal life also. And radio made me a very good listener, because nowadays we have people who will talk, they love
Yes.
to express themselves.
Yes.
They need good listeners also. So radio is something which helped me to
So
be a good listener.
we all listen to you and you listen to all the
Yeah,
other
other
people.
people, yes.
So is there anything specific that you really need to know to become an RJ?
I think people or the people who wanted to be a RJ or into any media line or any profession, the most important thing is that you should know yourself. Because this is one journey which will never end. Till we die, we have to know what we need, what we don't need. And being a RJ, trust me, you need to be yourself. If you don't like rock music, okay, just tell people, see, I'm not very much keen for rock music. I like Indian classical. So it's very important for you to understand yourself, because if you don't understand yourself, you're not able to be true to your listeners. So it's very important for us to know ourselves. So that is one tip I would like to give everybody. Please know yourself, and it's not important kaun kya kar raha hai. What you like, love, you should do it. People always say, I love Chinese food, I love Korean food, I love continental. I always say I love Indian food. You know, I never go with the flow. I'm always out of the flow, because that's what I love, and that's why people love me.
And you are basically, you're a genuine person, and you bring that to your job.
Yeah, you have to be true to yourself,
Yes.
and that will, you know, that we can show.
It will reflect. Yes. Now, of course, you are handling a lot of shows at this point of time. You are also doing shows for Big FM Itanagar.
Yes,
and right. So, how is the experience? You know, here I think Guwahati predominantly must be a mix of Assamese English.
Yes.
And
Most
Hindi
of them,
also.
My listener base is like mixed Assamese, Hindi and English.
Right.
So I always mix these three languages, predominantly Assamese. But in Agartala and Itanagar, I completely doing my shows in Hindi, more predominantly Hindi, and then some few links in English. So it's like little bit of transitions, because see, Guwahati have a different listeners base, Agartala has a different listener base, and Itanagar has a different listener base. So in a span of 2-3 hours, I have to change myself a lot.
Your whole thinking, how you talk, everything changes.
Exactly.
How do you do that? See, Assamese, your mother tongue, so obviously comes to you naturally. English, we all speak. Hindi, accent ka issue. For somebody from Northeast, I mean, we have a little bit of an accent issue. So, how do you tackle all of those things? And jo এইমাত্ৰ আপুনি যে ক'লে যে within a span of 2 ঘণ্টা 3 ঘণ্টাৰ ভিতৰত you have to switch. You know, different show, different place, different category of people you are catering to. How do you manage all of those?
Honestly, my grandfather, when I was very young, like 4-5 years, he used to told me that, you know, listen to the radio, listen to people, listen to everything, and make some shifters in your mind. That was for the personal thing. Like we always need some shifters in our mind, where, you know, in some moment you're happy, in some moment you're sad. You have professional commitments, everything, so you have to shift yourself. So at that point of time, I thought, why not make some shifters in my shows also? Because Guwahati is completely different. I have to understand the city vibes, people vibe, you know, the seasonal vibes, everything. And in other states, I have to take the vibe, because I'm not there. So I have to go through internets, I have to go through different sources to understand. So let's make some shifters. Let's do it. Let's be a different kind of Aaliya here in Guwahati, and different kind of Aaliya for Agartala and Itanagar. So I keep practicing that. Even I'm cooking, I do my practice. I keep thinking, इसको आज ऐसे बोलना पड़ेगा, because यहाँ का weather तो आज बहुत ठंडा है, यहाँ पे तो बारिश हो रही है, यहाँ पे गर्म है. So I have to change my modulation a little bit. So I used to listen to many stuff online, and I used to listen to different people when they are talking. I used to see what people are actually doing, their body language, in any place I go, and just monitor everybody minutely. So back of the mind, there is one Aaliya is working 24/7 on different people, their modulation, what they are doing, and then I completely do that in the show. And I am blessed with one thing, that if I listen to you, I can exactly do what you are doing. So
all right.
So I use this thing in my shows.
Interesting. So basically you are constantly working non-stop, because you have different kind of people to cater to. And of course, a lot of reading is involved. lot of stuff, and you also mentioned that there's a lot of current affairs that you people
yes,
do.
we all have to do. We all have to do. So what I do is that I always manage my time.
Right.
So even if I'm cooking, I used to like listen to something news or something like that. If I'm listening, okay, fine, ऐसा चल रहा है यहाँ पे, इसको ऐसे बोलना पड़ेगा.
Yes.
Or whenever I get some time, I just read the news little quickly, and I make it a habit. Even during when I was in Big FM, I have completed my master's degree. So during my show breaks, I used to read.
Okay.
So I make it a habit
all right,
that
yeah.
whatever time I have, I utilize it for myself, because people always say give some 10 minutes to yourself, but it's not like that. For me, it's like whenever I get 10 minutes, 5 minutes, either I will read, either I will listen, or either I will do something which is important. But 24/7, I'm working as a different person in all those different sectors in my mind.
Yes.
So
it's productivity that keeps, ticking inside your head all the time. So
जो
भी कर रहे हैं, yes.
हाँ, कौन क्या खाएगा, कौन क्या करेगा, कहाँ किसको साफ करना है. So it's 24/7, यही चलता रहता है दिमाग में. But करते करते simultaneously, it's like an exercise now, and now I can do everything together.
Yes. How do you manage on time?
I wake up very early, like 4:30, and I do my meditation. I have a ritual, like I do my meditation for 20 to 30 minutes. Then I have my own time. That 30 minutes of meditation is my time.
Yes.
Where I connect with myself, I listen to the inner voice. I always believe that person always have an inner voice, what they need to do, what will be the energy for the day. So I always connect with that, and that's how I manage. So I never, I always keep 15 minutes extra in every hour for some unseen commitments which may pops up. You never know, because we are in media, so something will come. So those 15 minutes of that 1 hour is for that unseen. If it is not there, that's a blessing for me.
Absolutely.
But if it is there, so I will manage in that time. So that's how I manage. But I never compromise with the timings, my food or my son, my husband, all that. So I never compromise with. If I will do my khana banana from 7 to 8, so I will do only khana banana. Duniya bhar mein jaye.
Right, yeah.
I have to complete the entire 3 meals. I don't have a helper in my house, because I believe that we all should do things by ourselves.
Right.
It's very important for us, so that we can have a little bit of connectivity with each and everything, especially in the terms of food.
Yes.
So that's why, that's how I manage things.
Yeah. Now, for youngsters who would want to become an RJ, what are your suggestions? Some fun tips for them, but important
Fun
ones,
tips,
of course.
read a lot, explore different places, go to different places. If you're a good traveler, I think you should go to different places, learn different languages, read more. We have so many contents nowadays on OTT platforms. Listen to them and watch them. We have online portals where you can listen to different shows. Do that, explore yourself, know yourself, it will be great. And education is really important, so complete your education also, so that it cannot be a barrier in your career.
Absolutely. Also, how important is your voice quality, and how important is it to modulate?
It's very important, because see, people don't like monotonous thing. That is what I believe. So you have to keep working on your voice. And remember, we being a human, our body, everything is changes with different age, different month. So you have to work accordingly. That's why I have said you should know yourself, not internally but physically also. When your body is changing, for example, during the summers, we all have this affinity to have ice creams and thanda pani and everything, but that is the time where you have to take care of your voice, because that's the time where you really torturing your voice a lot, your voice box a lot, because thanda garam, it affects. So it's very important for you to take care of that. You have to understand that. So that's how you can take care of your seasonal changes. We all know that from winter to summer, when you will be moving, there will be sardi, khasi. So why don't you take precautions? Have some cinnamon tea. It will take care of your immune system. Local food that you can add to your diet. So it will help you through health-wise.
Yes.
So that's how we can take care of our voice, and there are a little bit of exercises that all we can do. Read newspaper loudly, take a pencil in your mouth and read things. It will clear your voice, it will clear your pronunciations and everything. So small things we can do for 5-10 minutes. It's enough.
Right. Yes. Those are really valuable tips coming from you. You are doing so many shows. You've always been doing 3-4 shows for Big FM. Which one is your personal favorite?
My personal favorite is Full Volume that I'm doing right now
Yeah.
in my evening band. That is one show that I can do, you know, if even if I don't have a show, if somebody tell me, Aaliya, you have to do the Full Volume in the evening band, that is something I love to do. Because evening band where people are going back home,
Yes.
where I have to put certain content where they feel refreshed,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
So that is one show that I really love to do.
And you travel a lot.
Yeah, I travel a lot. I love traveling.
How do you, how do you unwind? How do you relax? What do you do?
I make it a habit actually, honestly. We need a lot of, we need to work really hard on that. I always cut off myself. I don't have attachment issues. I don't attach myself to situation or to people. If I am working, I am working. Duniya bhar mein jaye. If I'm working for my show, then I'm working for my show. And I'm very clear with my son, with my husband, everybody in my family. See, whenever I'm doing a show, I don't need any disturbance. So that's why I cut. So whenever I go for traveling, I cut from everything. So I just learned the art of detachments.
Right.
So even during the crisis of my life, I know, okay, fine, let me detach myself from everything and let me see what I can do right now.
Yeah.
Where I can focus, you know. So that's what I do. I just cut myself or detach myself from certain things. So right now I'm doing interview with you, so I'm into this zone. And after some time, if you tell me, Aaliya, 20 people are coming for lunch, I'm okay with it. I will cook. I detach myself from the interview. So I manage like that. So I have learned this art of detachment with people, with situations. So it is really helpful for me. So I mean, whenever I'm in this situation, I'm in this situation.
Yeah. So finally, you're a working mom, and you have a lot on your plate already. So what would be your word of advice, maybe, for all those young working moms out there?
My advice is don't be perfect. Do whatever you like. Manage your time according to your routines. You know, generally what happens, our society always have this statement that you have to be perfect. Perfect khana, perfect wife, perfect mother. What is perfect? Like, no one has given a perfect definition of perfect till now, you know.
Yeah.
So don't be perfect. It's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to cook sabzi a day and to cook 5 sabzi a day. So I never try to be perfect. I always go with the flow. So that's my advice to all the new working moms. And whatever you do for your family is the best thing that you can do, because everybody loves their family. So you don't need validation from anyone. Trust me.
Absolutely.
We don't need validation for anyone, because at the end of the day, I'm always happy with my performance. Maybe one day my husband will not say, oh, you have done a great job, because nobody will say, because it's not there in the social DNA where people will say, okay, very good that you have cooked so many meals for us, you have cleaned the house, you have cleaned everything for us. Nobody is going to pat you for that. What I do is that I always pat myself at the end of the day. See, I always tell myself, see Aaliya, today you have completed all this work. Amazing.
Yeah.
So that's the message I always give it to myself before I sleep. You do it, you feel good about it.
Right. But before I let you go, lots of fans, you know. I'm sure you must be getting a lot of gifts and interesting, any memorable ones?
Yes, it was in 2000, around 8, 2008. I got a teddy bear. It was a rabbit, not a teddy bear. And a cup. The cup is not here, it's my mom's place, where a guy has written, this girl is exactly look like RJ Aaliya and she's the love of my life. My picture is there in the cup. And he has sent some chocolates also and flowers also. So all my friends like, see Aaliya, Valentine's Day is here and someone sent these gifts to you. Till today I don't know who
that person is.
Who was that person. But my friends used to tell me, don't eat these chocolates, isme jadoo karke rakha hoga. They have eaten all the chocolates. And but that
they didn't let you eat.
They didn't let me. They said, isme kuch jadoo hoga and you don't know the guy, pata nahi kaun leke chala jayega. I was like, ho bhi sakta hai, because I don't know who it was. So that coffee mug and that rabbit was still there in my house, in my mom's place. I'm still waiting for that person. Who was he? Who was he? Or who was she? I don't know.
The mystery girl or boy who sent you all the chocolates.
In around 2011-12, there was a person who is in love with me. He really wanted to marry me. So he sent 3 saris to me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the saris are still there, but I don't know who is that person, because I have not seen his face, but he has written letters to me, messages to me.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's very
saris,
interesting.
chocolates, rabbits.
Mangoes.
Oh,
Yeah. When me and Sujita ba one day we had a show, request show, and we were discussing like Sujita, let's have some mangoes, and I love mangoes, kacha aam and all that. So one of our listener has sent a full box of mangoes to
Wow.
the team of Big FM.
not bad.
Not bad.
That's really
So yeah,
fun.
they always give gifts to us. It's really great.
And what about your fan moment? Because you people keep interviewing, interacting with a lot of celebs.
Yeah, my fan moment was with Katrina Kaif.
Uh-huh.
When
Yeah.
I was doing a stage show with her, and I also taken her interview, and also with Farhana Akhtar.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was my fan
Of
moment.
course.
And Rajkumar Rao, I'm a big fan of Rajkumar Rao. And he was like, okay, Aaliya, I'm ready to give interview. I was like, okay, yay.
Yay. Yes.
And after that, he also shared my post. I was like, wow,
Wow.
he's
Yeah.
sharing my post.
It must have been like, I have arrived. Mera to ho
Because
gaya.
he's one of the best actors that Indian cinema.
Absolutely.
And he's so
Yes.
down to earth. He was like, and he was talking to me as if he knows me. So I was like, okay, great. So these are certain fan moments,
It's lovely, lovely speaking to you one more
you.
time. Well, on that very positive note, we are going to end our conversation here for today. Thank you so much. Thank you, RJ Aaliya, for being there on the show today. And thank you, viewers, for watching. Thank you all. Till we meet again, it's a goodbye from everyone here. Stay safe, stay smiling. Thanks and goodbye.